Hello, this is Eric Haver with the Microsoft Surface team, and I'm here in Carlsbad, California at InterKnowlogy, and I'm sitting here with Tim Huckabee. And Tim, why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Tim Huckabee, and I'm the CEO of InterKnowlogy. I hold the big title, but I'm a technical guy by trade. I'm an application developer by trade. We have some brilliant people here that run the business, and that's kind of what brings me here with you to Surface, because this is one of those technologies that just I'm totally enamored by. Let's look at, we call this one VitraView.
VitraView.
Or VitraView, I don't know what we call it. In fact, I think someone made up that word here. The unique thing, this is unique like the Scripts app, in that this is a production application, or an application we already built in WPF.
Right.
That gives a view on the human heart and such, and we said, ooh, these are brilliant folks here at Intermountain Healthcare, just a fantastic company, a great customer, and then we're using digital images from the Zygote folks who are the world's leader in digital human anatomy and 3D and such. But anyways, the purpose of this app is to document, essentially document a heart surgery or any type of surgery like that, or to frankly learn about the human anatomy or things like that. So we have integrated a number of Microsoft technologies here and Surface technologies. The first of which is, the Surface is really good, very good at making things that are typically very difficult easy. One of which is authentication. At InterKnowlogy, we've built authentication systems for years, right? Well, I've got, my Microsoft vendor badge here, but on the back I have a byte tag, and the Surface recognizes the byte tag. You can see it saying, hey, if you want to authenticate on this thing, you need to put your badge on the Surface. Here we have a carousel control that we had to build. Over here we had to build. It was probably really fun for Kevin and Travis and the guys to build this thing.
And it's kind of like your own personal Rolodex as a doctor.
Right, and you just can't do that effectively with a mouse.
Right.
A carousel control is the behavior, the gesture, as we call them at Surface. The gesture is natural, but on a mouse, that's not an easy stroke. I mean, Grandma Huckabee couldn't do that for sure. So I'm going to pick Linda here. And notice we get another carousel control over here, and here's all the different parts of the human anatomy. We're going to choose Linda's heart. This is going out to Microsoft Health Vault.
Yeah, I saw the logo pop up there. So is this two-way communication, or is it just pulling the data down?
No, this is two-way. We're going to make annotations on Linda's heart here.
Okay.
And that's going to be saved, persisted in the Health Vault database up in the cloud. And this isn't smoke and mirrors. I mean, it's actually doing it.
Okay.
So here we have a view of Linda's heart. Now, it's important to note, we're not steering scalpels here. This isn't virtually operating on something. The Surface does not, cut into humans and things like that. We're effectively documenting a heart surgery. So you can see that we've tied the real images, real meaning this is clearly as test data, right? But the real images taken from Linda's heart to places where the doctor did his or her work. Let's pretend I'm a doctor for a second and I know what the heck I'm talking about in this world. Every human heart is unique, as you'd imagine. We have a template of the heart here. Essentially, what a doctor would come in and do and say, okay, Linda's artery looked like this. And I placed a stent. In this world, they have stents. I always get this backward. I think stents to prop up the artery and lesions to pull them down. So we placed a stent on Linda's heart, and this is what I did. And you can type technically while I'm doing my work, because it is multi-touch. See how you are typing. And you're a henpecker, I can see.
Yeah, I normally would type a little better, but I'm still getting used to this
the
format.
virtual keyboard, which is an important thing about Surface.
Well, I think it is, because it's not something where you're going to sit for 8 hours a day and doing all your email on Surface. That's not what it's meant for.
We're never going to do, hopefully. We're never going to do CRUD on the surface. This app and the apps that you've seen before are talking to the same back-end systems that our ASP.NET or our WinForms or our WPF applications are talking to. So you can do your CRUD on the computer. It still appears here.
Well, it's a matter of what is contextually relevant way to do it. If you have a short note and it means not going over to your PC, then you have the ability to do it on here. At some point in the future, it'll be between their PC, their mobile device, their, everything is tied together, and it's up to the selection in terms of context what makes the most sense to enter information.
Exactly. Okay, so continuing on with this application, we've added a stent to this gal. I'm going to turn the interior of the heart on and the exterior off, and suddenly we're on the inside of the heart.
That's awesome.
And you can annotate on the inside of the heart just as easily as on the exterior. Another important point to make here is, this is a pre-rendered digital image, and we're wrapping our WPF 3D engine around it. But look at how it performs. I mean, it's lightning.
That's
now,
great.
I wouldn't be able to tell you what's the aorta or not, but we can pretend like it's that. We can technically zoom right into the aorta. And
that's cool.
Isn't that sweet?
That's really great.
Yeah, and then when we're done, we quit and everything saves back up to Health Vault, effectively documented the heart surgery. Now they can pull this patient up on the WPF version of the application. My dream, the true production version of this application would mean inside the firewall, they've got the WPF app, and they're doing the CRUD stuff, and they're doing all that. The doctors are here doing the analysis, and they may be teaching from it or actually talking to a patient. But if you're the patient, my dream is you're at home, and you bring up the Silverlight version of it, and you have a detailed documentation in 3D of what the doctor did to you. That as a patient, I want that. I think the world needs that. So that's my dream, to build this application out to that, where it's platformed over numerous types of applications and ways to show it and such. So that is the short version of the VitraView application.
That is excellent. I love it. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.